Hey guys, this is Stel Afti with Closeout. Today I want to talk about how focus and keeping things simple is crucial when you want to crush it in sales and marketing. So I love small teams. Small is beautiful. Closeout is a pretty small team. We're just 6 people and we're crushing it out there, right? We're building amazing software. We're delivering a ton of value. And every day we get love back from our customers, our users, the salespeople that are going out there and killing it because they're utilizing Close.io. So that's awesome. But here's a trend that I've noticed and a thing that we've struggled with, and I see other teams struggle with as well. When we started and we had a pretty tiny user base and we were a small team, we were able to crush it and we were making dramatic impact on the product, dramatic impact on the sales and marketing sides. Obviously, we were just starting out. So, when you start with 10 users or 10 customers and next week you're 20, you've grown 100% in a week, right? So these early steps are easy, but at the same time, you're a nobody when you start out. So it's harder to convince people to actually get on board and try your software and buy your product, etc. So at the beginning, it seemed like it was easier for us to actually crush it, to create momentum and really move forward really, really fast. And as we were growing and we had more and more customers, more and more users, first hundreds, then thousands, it became harder and harder to actually crush it and to create, progress and to create new things and progress in ways as quickly as we used to. And there's 2 reasons for that. Number one, obviously, there are unavoidable reasons why you're slowing down as you're growing and scaling your business. The unavoidable ones and the good reasons are customers, right? That's why you're working so hard. You want to get more and more customers, more and more users. Like last month, I think when we started, we had like a few hundred sales calls that were made through Close.io, and now we're making a quarter, of 1 million sales calls every single month, and it's growing really fast. We're going to be crossing the 1 million sales calls made on Close.io in a single month very soon, that milestone. And that's exciting. So your usage is scaling, your revenue is scaling, your customers are scaling, but your team is not scaling, hopefully, in the same way. That is what makes you super profitable. And that's also what makes out a Ninja A team that's crushing it out there, is being small, being able to outcompete your much larger competitors by building better software, doing better marketing, doing more effective sales. So the unavoidable reasons are that your users, your customers, all these things scale, and with that you have to do a lot more customer support. You have to do a lot more customer success and care. You have a lot more incoming emails and calls, a lot more people wanting things from you. That's all great, and that's an easy excuse to be like, well, things are getting harder and we're moving not as fast as we like to in terms of our productivity because we have so much shit on our plate. But it's also a little bit lazy, because if you actually honest with yourself, you can look at some of the ways why you've started to slow down that are totally avoidable and that suck. And here's the number one reason why you become less and less productive in a small team as you grow and become more successful. You add a lot more shit on your to-do lists, not just by customers and things they want from you, just by you adding more and more things that you want to and desire to do. It's a natural thing. You start with a small to-do list, and that to-do list grows. You start with a small roadmap of here's what we're building and here's the next 10 ideas we have. And these ideas grow over time. And eventually you have a roadmap that has hundreds and thousands of ideas. You have, a list of things you want to do on the marketing side that is, massively long, pages and pages long, of just bullet points of ideas that you want to get to and try out and include in your marketing. The same thing goes for sales. So all of a sudden, your tiny team didn't just grow in your actual customers and users, but it also grew in the ideas that you're trying to accomplish, the things you're trying to work on. And therein lies the problem. You're defocusing. You're attacking too many things in too many ways, which means that the quality of your work is going down and the amount of progress you're able to do in all these areas is slowing down. So, small might be beautiful, but small only works when it's also simple. So when you want to crush it in a small team, you have to keep things simple, stupid. right? You have to actually make really hard choices and decide what not to do. And I talked about this before. We'll link up to this in this video of creating a not to-do list, an anti-roadmap of things you're never going to work on, things that you shouldn't worry about because you're not going to work on today or get around to do tomorrow. You need to become disciplined to actually edit things out and say no to things. And it's really hard to do because there's all these awesome things that you actually would love to work on. And it's hard to say no. It's hard to say, no, this is an amazing idea, but we're not going to get to it because we're focusing on a few things and we're doing these things amazingly well. I'll give you 2 examples of the last month. Sales and marketing. We had this discussion in both teams. Teams is a little bit of an overstatement, but we looked at both of these areas, sales and marketing, and we decided, hey, let's keep things simple in this month. Let's actually say no to a bunch of shit that we wanted to do, and let's see what kind of results we can drive if we keep things simple and focused. And the results I'm going to reveal in a second were pretty amazing. So let's first look at marketing. In marketing, we wanted to do a shit ton of things, right? We wanted to start to do more marketing on SlideShare and turn more of our blog posts into PowerPoint presentations. We wanted to turn a bunch of our courses, a bunch of our content and blog posts into actual online courses, interactive courses. We wanted to do a lot more guest blogging and a lot more PR, while at the same time writing a lot more organic content on our own blog, doing a lot more videos. We wanted to actually edit a version 2 of a book. We just released a book, small plug, The Ultimate Startup Sales Guide to Outbound Sales. We wanted to edit that and create a second version. We wanted to put it on Amazon and on the Apple Store. We wanted to do a whole bunch of shit. And we decided to cut all that noise out and to focus on a few simple things. And here's what we did. We said, let's only do videos, 1 video a day, and we made a little bit more. We made an average of 3 videos a day. Let's create blog posts out of those videos. And for our goal for the entire month would be to actually increase the amount of content we publish on our own blog from 2 blogs a week to 3 blogs a week, and to actually, for the first time, create a pipeline for the next month where all the blog posts we want to publish the next month are already in our system and scheduled to be published, so we don't have to constantly work on the posts we want to publish that single week, and we never have enough time to actually promote our shit and our content, right? So for the first time, we wanted to have so much content already written up at the end of the month. So for the next month, all the content was already ready in our publishing calendar, and all we had to do was publish and promote. And here's what happened. We did not just 1 video a day, we did 3 videos a day, every single day. We wrote up, over a month's worth of content. That's 3 blog posts per week, so 3 times 8. So we're talking about, 12 to, and actually it was, I think, about 15 blog posts that are already written up and scheduled in our blogging system at the beginning of the month. What a beautiful thing. And we increased the frequency of blog posts the last month from 2 to 3. And with that, we had our best month ever in the history of Closeout in terms of signups and trials. We had a record by 30% to the previous month. All with the power of focus. We did just a few things, but we did them really, really well. Instead of doing a shit ton of things, kind of half-assed and struggled to get all our to-do list done and create stress and create defocus and create mediocre quality and quantity. We focused on a few things, we crushed it. We did the same thing with sales. In sales, actually, the person's leading sales is not just doing sales in Closeout, but over the months, at the beginning it was just sales. Then it became sales and support, and then became sales, support, and success. And eventually, that person was doing a million things, and all of them in a very mediocre fashion, constantly being stressed out by all the things that are not being done well. Last month, we decided, let's cut out the crap. We're already providing lots of webinars, video material, Q&A for the success part of it. We've done a lot of automated stuff to make our customers successful. We've improved the product significantly to make our customers more successful. When it comes to support, we said let's have the engineering team focus on support and take all the support tasks away from that single person. And let's focus that person on sales. which is what he was doing at the very, very beginning. Let's just focus on sales and see what we can actually drive in a single month. We're singly focused on sales with that person instead of having that person do sales, a little bit of support, and a little bit of success as well. And you know what happened? He crushed it. Sales numbers last month were up, by a crazy amount, 60% from the month previously, just by the focus of the hustle and sale. You know what else happened? That person had a goal for that month in terms of the sales numbers. The last week, I think about 50% of all the results of the month were accomplished in the last week of the month, just by sheer determination and focus. That person was on fire. That sales guy was killing it because he had focus. He focused on one thing only, and that was sales versus doing a little bit of support and success on the side. So with Close.io, we're not at a point where we're really big in terms of customer base, but we're still very small in terms of team, and we'll like it that way. And the way to keep on crushing it, I believe, and we believe, is by keeping things simple, by curating our tasks, and making sure that we're only working on a few crucial things that really move the needle and do them really, really well and crush it in the areas that we're working on, versus constantly adding new ideas and new to-dos and new things we want to include in our responsibilities, in our to-do list, in our next month's roadmap. And with that, create a lot of stress and really mediocre results and real slowed down progress. So I'd love to hear from you all the ideas and tactics and strategies that your small team is using in order to keep productivity high, and hear your thoughts on how to keep your tasks and your to-dos more focused, and your team working on simpler things in a more powerful way. Just leave some comments down there. Let's share, let's learn from each other, and hopefully this month and next month and the month after will be better and better months, bigger and bigger months in terms of results, but not in terms of to-dos and tasks and areas that we're getting involved with.